Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. WATP, let's get to the news. The rumor mill has been spinning wild in the corridors of Scottish football, and if the whispers are to be believed, Rangers have finally pulled off a move that has had fans buzzing since the start of the transfer window. DIVOCK ORIGI, the Belgian striker whose time at Liverpool was marked by moments of brilliance and late-game heroics, is apparently set to don the blue of Ibrox, bringing a level of international pedigree to the Scottish Premiership that few could have anticipated. It's the kind of signing that sparks heated debates on forums, in pubs, and across social media, with fans already imagining ORIGI's trademark runs, his uncanny ability to pop up at the right moment, and the kind of goals that turn league tables on their head. Sources close to the club hint that the deal has been in the works for weeks, with careful negotiations ensuring that Rangers could secure a player who, despite being a free agent in recent times, carries the aura of someone who has played at the highest levels in Europe. The very idea that a player of ORIGI's experience, having lifted trophies and battled in Champions League finals, could now be lining up in the Scottish top flight, has stirred both excitement and curiosity among supporters, pundits, and rival clubs alike. As the news spreads, the atmosphere in Glasgow seems almost electric, with chatter filling every corner of the city from the streets surrounding Ibrox to the local cafes, where supporters gather to dissect every bit of transfer gossip. Fans are already speculating about the kind of impact ORIGI might have on Rangers' attacking options, pondering how his style will mesh with the likes of James Tavernier's precise deliveries or Alfredo Morelos' unpredictable movement. The whispers suggest that ORIGI was particularly drawn to the prospect of regular first-team football, something that has eluded him at Liverpool in recent seasons, and the chance to lead the line at a club with a history as rich and proud as Rangers seemed to be the perfect opportunity for both player and team. Moreover, there's talk that the Belgian forward's arrival could shift the dynamic of the Scottish Premiership, forcing Celtic and other challengers to rethink their defensive strategies, while giving Rangers a forward who thrives in high-pressure moments. It's the kind of narrative that fuels endless discussion threads and late-night debates, with supporters of the club imagining ORIGI scoring in derbies, converting crucial penalties, or providing that spark of inspiration needed to chase domestic glory and perhaps even a run in European competitions. In short, the city feels poised on the edge of something remarkable. The rumored details of the transfer itself are equally tantalizing, with insiders claiming that Rangers acted quickly to secure ORIGI's signature before other interested clubs could swoop in. There's speculation that personal terms were agreed rapidly, and the Belgian's entourage reportedly cited the club's vision and the opportunity to be part of a project where he could play a pivotal role as key factors in the decision. Some pundits are pointing out that ORIGI's physicality and knack for decisive moments could perfectly complement Rangers' attacking philosophy, particularly in European fixtures where his experience against top-tier competition could prove invaluable. Fans are buzzing with anticipation, imagining how the team might line up with ORIGI at the spearhead of the attack, flanked by creative midfielders capable of feeding him the balls he thrives on. Beyond the tactical discussion, there's also a sense of theater, of narrative continuity, where a player known for dramatic Champions League moments might now become a hero in front of a fiercely loyal Scottish fanbase. The rumor has been amplified by cryptic social media posts, insiders dropping hints about medicals being completed, and local journalists speculating on the timing of an official announcement, creating a whirlwind of expectation that seems almost too good to resist. Whispers in the betting community have also begun circulating, with bookmakers allegedly adjusting odds on Rangers' title chances in anticipation of ORIGI's arrival. Pundits argue that his presence could elevate the squad's offensive output, not just in terms of goals, but also in creating opportunities for his teammates, pressing high, and drawing defenders out of position. There's a growing belief that the mere idea of a striker of his pedigree joining the Scottish Premiership will have a psychological impact on opposition teams, forcing managers to rethink formations and defensive approaches. Meanwhile, Fans are buzzing online with speculation over ORIGI's squad number, what kind of celebration he might favor, and whether he'll instantly become a fan favorite for replicating the decisive, dramatic moments he produced at Anfield. It's a narrative ripe for analysis and discussion, and content creators, pundits, and social media personalities are already lining up to dissect every angle, every potential scenario, and every statistic that could hint at how this move might reshape Rangers' ambitions domestically and in Europe. The story seems almost too perfect, a blend of past glory, strategic ambition, and fan fervor converging into what could be a defining moment for the club this season. Amid all the chatter, insiders hint at the subtle behind-the-scenes maneuvers that made the transfer possible, noting the careful balancing act Rangers had to perform to meet ORIGI's expectations while staying within financial constraints. The whispers suggest that loyalty, the promise of an influential role, and a clear roadmap for European competition convinced the forward that Ibrox was the ideal destination, a place where he could rediscover form and leadership responsibilities. There are murmurs about ORIGI having multiple options, but ultimately being swayed by Rangers' ambition, the manager's vision, and the passionate fan base that has historically embraced players who bring flair and determination. The story has all the hallmarks of a classic football narrative, an experienced player seeking relevance, a club eager to make a statement, and a league ready to welcome talent that can command headlines and inspire supporters. Fans are already discussing tactical possibilities, imagining ORIGI combining with fast wingers, exploiting defensive gaps, and transforming Rangers' offensive identity. The rumor has become almost self-perpetuating, with each leaked detail amplifying excitement and speculation, creating a continuous cycle of anticipation that shows no signs of slowing down as the days tick toward what many believe will be a historic announcement for the Scottish game. The timing of the leak itself has fueled even more discussion, with insiders suggesting that Rangers' strategy was to drip-feed information, keeping supporters engaged and rival clubs guessing. Every subtle hint, cryptic post, and insider comment has contributed to an air of expectation that is both exhilarating and maddening, leaving fans desperate for confirmation yet eager to participate in the speculation. Social media threads have exploded with fans sharing memories of ORIGI's career-defining moments, debating how those flashes of brilliance could translate to the Scottish Premiership, and imagining how the club might structure its season around a striker who has experience at the pinnacle of European football. Pundits argue that this move could redefine perceptions of Rangers' ambition, demonstrating a willingness to compete not only domestically but also on a broader European stage. The conversation has transcended traditional reporting, evolving into a form of fan-driven narrative where every hypothetical scenario is considered, dissected, and celebrated, making ORIGI's rumored arrival a story that is as much about imagination and expectation as it is about concrete reality. For Rangers supporters, this rumor has already become a source of pride and excitement, with discussions spilling into pubs, workplaces, and online communities, transforming everyday conversations into debates about strategy, skill, and potential impact. There is a sense of collective anticipation, where fans are imagining not just the player himself, but the transformative effect his presence could have on matches, league standings, and the overall morale of the team. The narrative has taken on a life of its own, with each detail, confirmed or speculative, adding layers of intrigue and expectation. As the club seemingly edges closer to finalizing the deal, the rumor serves as a tantalizing reminder of how football thrives on anticipation, drama, and the stories that captivate hearts even before a ball is kicked. In this sense, ORIGI's prospective arrival is not merely a transfer. It is a story being written in real time, with fans, journalists, and pundits all contributing chapters in a shared, evolving saga that promises to energize Scottish football in ways few imagined at the start of the season. The anticipation surrounding DIVOCK ORIGI's arrival at Rangers has reached fever pitch, with the rumor now dominating conversations across social media, local cafes, and sports shows alike. Insiders whisper that training ground preparations are already being adjusted, with coaches allegedly discussing how to integrate a striker with ORIGI's skill set into the existing squad dynamics. Observers speculate on how his presence might influence the performances of key players, particularly those in midfield, who may now have an additional focal point to channel creativity through. Some pundits argue that Rangers' tactical approach could shift subtly, with the team potentially adopting a more aggressive pressing style to complement ORIGI's instinctive movement in and around the box. Fans, meanwhile, have taken to imagining iconic moments, projecting ORIGI into historic fixtures and conjuring up scenarios where his experience in high-stakes European matches might translate into clutch performances in domestic derbies. The rumor has become almost cinematic in nature, with supporters and commentators alike creating storylines in real time, analyzing every potential nuance of how this transfer could redefine Rangers' ambitions this season. Even rival clubs appear to be paying attention, with whispers suggesting that managers are recalculating defensive strategies and scouting reports to prepare for what could be a pivotal shift in the Scottish Premiership landscape. Meanwhile, the speculation surrounding ORIGI's personal motivations has been relentless, with reports suggesting that the striker was drawn not only to Rangers' ambition, but also to the passionate support of a fan base that has long celebrated attacking flair. There's a belief that ORIGI sees this move as an opportunity to reignite his career, to claim a starring role where his talents can be fully utilized, and to become a figure who embodies both skill and resilience on the pitch. Some insiders hint that the Belgian forward was particularly interested in joining a team with strong leadership, a clear vision for the season, and a competitive edge in European competitions. Pundits have been quick to dissect how his style of play, sharp runs, clinical finishing, and a knack for dramatic moments could synergize with Rangers' existing lineup, potentially creating a forward line that is both dynamic and unpredictable. Fans are already engaging in detailed debates over formations, imagining ORIGI partnering with key wingers or linking up with midfield creators, visualizing goals, assists, and moments that could shift momentum in crucial matches. The rumor continues to grow, feeding itself as each discussion adds layers of intrigue and speculation about what the Belgian striker might bring to Ibrox. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Adding to the drama, there are murmurings about the financial and contractual nuances of ORIGI's move, with insiders hinting that Rangers were careful to strike a balance between ambition and prudence. While the exact figures remain undisclosed, it's suggested that the deal provides both security for the player and flexibility for the club, ensuring that ORIGI can focus on performance rather than off-field distractions. Some pundits speculate that this strategic approach reflects Rangers' broader transfer philosophy, one that prioritizes impact and experience while managing long-term sustainability. Fans, as always, have dissected these rumors endlessly, imagining scenarios where ORIGI not only scores, but also lifts the overall squad's morale and competitiveness. The speculation is further intensified by cryptic social media posts, subtle hints from journalists with insider knowledge, and seemingly casual comments from club figures that fans interpret as confirmation. It's the kind of story that thrives on uncertainty, where every minor detail becomes a talking point and every potential development fuels discussion, debate, and excitement, turning the rumor into a central narrative for Rangers supporters and football enthusiasts alike. The psychological impact of ORIGI's potential arrival has been a recurring theme among commentators and supporters, who argue that even the possibility of such a signing could unsettle rival teams. Celtic and other competitors may need to adjust tactics, reconsider defensive priorities, and account for the presence of a forward with proven composure in decisive moments. Fans are already envisioning the momentum swings, the crucial goals, and the late-game interventions that ORIGI could deliver, painting mental pictures of matches transformed by his experience and instinct. Social media chatter has exploded with speculation, with hashtags trending and forums flooded with debates on potential goal combinations, squad rotations, and the broader implications for Rangers' season objectives. The narrative has a palpable energy, blending anticipation with a sense of historic significance, suggesting that ORIGI's addition could symbolize a new chapter in Scottish football, one where ambition, skill, and strategy converge to create drama both on and off the pitch. Even casual observers are drawn into the story, recognizing the broader implications of such a transfer and the excitement it generates for domestic and European competitions. In parallel, discussions have emerged about how Rangers might leverage ORIGI's presence to inspire younger players, offering a model of professionalism, resilience, and big-game temperament. Coaches and analysts are reportedly considering ways to integrate his knowledge into training sessions, mentorship opportunities, and team-building exercises. The rumor has sparked a wave of optimism, with fans imagining the potential for improved squad cohesion, heightened competition for places, and the cultivation of a winning mentality throughout the squad. Observers suggest that ORIGI's experience at Liverpool, including Champions League campaigns, provides invaluable insight into high-pressure scenarios, an element that could influence Rangers' approach to critical fixtures in both domestic and continental arenas. The chatter also highlights the narrative appeal of football itself, where stories of redemption, ambition, and unexpected arrivals create emotional connections between players, clubs, and supporters, elevating a simple transfer into a saga that captivates the imagination and stirs the soul of the game. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.